Welcome to the Come On Show with Southside Steve.
I will tell you, the fans are starting to, they get a side shot of me more than you when we do the room shot going into the show.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you do, room shots for whatever reason, especially if we have a guest. Axel, who I used to work with, and a few other people that know me well are like, "What's up, man? Can you go shorter on the shorts? We're loving it."
Shorter on the shorts.
Because I wear shorts a lot. And today it's like 30 effing degrees. So I said, you know what? I'll just look normal. I always dress just in case I have a car problem.
Oh, you're saying that they see your legs in the room shot?
In the room shot right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now I'm in sweats, but normally I'm in shorts and they hike up a little bit. So I'm like about 2 inches from the Christmas sack.
So maybe we need to have a meeting with producer Mike and about maybe adjusting the camera so it doesn't catch your legs.
We could, Mike, we could adjust the angle.
Yeah.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, dude, why not?
Well, why not show off your legs?
That's what I want to do. I'm going to show off. I mean, at this point, I'm thinking about, spicing it up. I might have a little,
Do we need to start a Yeah Come On OnlyFans page?
We might need to, because I'm thinking about showing some stuff at Show Open. Why not? What are you going to do to me? What are you going to do? I can tell you that we have our new sponsors. Right now, we are brought to you by the Exit Wealth Studios. Exit Wealth, our primary, because we live and breathe in their space along with Exit Stage Left Advisors. A lot of exit going on. But what they're saying, I think, is exit out of what you were doing into us. Let us help you.
No, exit your venture wealthy. Whether it be retirement or starting a business, you exit whatever you're doing
looking
wealthy.
good.
Yeah.
And same thing, so Exit Stage Left is a play on an old cartoon, but I guess Exit Stage Left means, hey, man, you just slipped out the back door, you built it, you sold it, your life's great, you got what you deserved, everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's happy. So come to my DMs on those or Jeff's, and basically let us know if you got a business. It's on the hush-hush. Once I turn you over, I even have to sign one of those papers, meaning I am not allowed to talk about it.
An NDA.
An NDA. Yeah, I've signed a couple of those here lately. There's like lots of good stuff going on, but they do that to protect the person selling because the person may not. You don't want employees freaking out or partners or whatever. So those are our sponsors that actually help, give us a place to work. We've got other new sponsors. We'll get into those in our segments like we always do. And for a Show Open, because this is a 4-hour Atlanta radio show in 30 minutes, live, without a net. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Sports will be today with Jack Sugar. He will come to us live from Prize Picks, his new gig. And we'll cover, I'm sure, NASCAR in Atlanta. We'll cover the Olympics and anything else he might have up his sporting sleeve. Steve MZ, a new thing I'm going to do, it's dummies. I've got dummies or people that make you go, why? My segment I like to do. Or like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? It's not like I'm calling you a name. It's just like, why?
Why?
Hey, Michael, one more time, because these are stupid people.
Why?
Yeah, we'll get into that, and we'll also get into politics. Jeff wants to take that. There could be some good news for Jeff and his business based on tariff info. But right now, we bring it home to this morning's events at the Rickman household. My oldest pretty much wakes up, goes down, eats, gets dressed, and then we put him on the school bus. 7:05, he's Parker. Well, Parker doesn't go to school till 9 o'clock, and Daddy likes to drive him a lot of times, or Mommy drives him, and he just gets to chill, man. So he's slower on the eat, slower on the getting dressed, and this kid is cool. Everything I give him, they both joined Cub Scouts yesterday.
That's great. I know you love that, being an Eagle Scout.
Being an Eagle Scout, my father was a Silver Beaver and a Wood Badge and Order of the Arrow, all the way up, as high as you could be there. And he did everything but get Eagle, and I think it crushed him. I used to see a Scoutmaster. There's a camp called Burt Adams in Georgia.
I've been there. My son did it a couple years. So
Okay.
I've stayed a couple nights at Burt Adams.
All right. I have stayed 7, 8, 9, probably 9 weeks, 10 weeks. I think I've got maybe almost 3 months just due to even campouts and other stuff I did there. But I've got seven summer camps there. And you know, the guy that ran it was my father's leader. That was his Boy Scout leader in the 50s.
Wow.
And it's pretty cool. And he'd talk and he goes, yeah, I think it killed Lewis, or Louis, called him Louis. My dad's name is Lewis James Rickman. I'm Stephen James. Got a Parker James. Yeah, that James gets around. But we called him Rick, and he liked Ranger Rick. That was his Boy Scout nickname. But I know he's smiling in heaven seeing me sign my boys up. One is a lion because he's about to be 6. He's 5. And then Brooks is 8, and he is starting off at a bear. But I'm going to make him go back through it and earn all the badges. We can do it.
Okay.
I just want him. I don't want him starting. You know, I'm like, go like I did. I started at the beginning in Cub Scouts all the way to Eagle. If we're going to do this, do it right. And the wife's put it all on me. She goes, this is all on you. So I cannot ball drop.
Well, the sporting, you coaching the teams is you as well.
Well, I do all that.
Baseball and you coach baseball and basketball, or just baseball?
Baseball and basketball. I coach both of their teams. I'm coaching both of their teams this year. One of the head coaches on Brooks, he's that guy that good with emailing behind the desk type stuff, but he's always late. Like I'm always late, but I've gotten better. But the two of us, I'm like, oh, dear Lord. But I'm the one that goes to the coaches meeting, and I'm the one that pitches and takes the hits. You
do the physical stuff too.
He's kind of like you with fantasy football. He's just the team owner.
Yeah. he's just the administrator.
That's it. And then Parker now is on one of those teams that they call it the Mustangs, that the travel team is looking at him. He finished in top 8 and 5-year-olds. They moved him up to 6. And there's a guy named Ben Croft that coaches that. And Ben is the rock star. Played professional racquetball. Did you even know that existed?
No.
I did not.
No, I thought it was just a fun sport to get cardio.
Remember, you might have missed this, or maybe not. Maybe I was older. But in my 20s, I lived in Peachtree Corners, and I lived off Roswell Road in Roswell. And both of those complexes were not kid-friendly. They were adult communities.
I do remember those. I never lived in them. They were, I think, abolished by the time I was in my 20s. But when I was little, I'd have to skateboard through neighborhoods like that to get to my friends, and I was always scared because I knew I wasn't allowed.
You're not allowed to be there. But every one of those adult communities had the pool and a racquetball court.
Yeah, in the 80s. Yeah, that was much bigger back then.
So,
now it'd be pickleball and kid-friendly.
Yeah, exactly. I even I dislocated my shoulder playing racquetball. It was the second time. I did the first time snow skiing because I didn't know what I was doing and went down the hill and busted my ass. But I can tell you, the racquetball thing is cool, but this guy's got it all wrapped up. I don't have to do much. But Parker, it comes easy. Brooks is very good. He was the number 1 pick out of the bottom 60%. So he was the number 1. There was 40% ahead of him. But I just told Brooks, I said, every team you play against, everybody on your team, you tried out better. There's something to be said. You're still in the bottom half. It used to be a 50-50 split. Now our league's doing 40-60. So Brooks is the best. He's like 16 candles. He's the head nerd.
He's like Anthony Michael Hall.
That's it. But Parker does everything, and it comes natural. So this morning, I'm sitting there, I'm kicked back before going to work. I'm having a second cup of coffee, and Amanda's playing this little game with a marble, and Amanda gets them thinking games, like engineering type games, like the ball has to roll through this to get to this, and you have to assemble it. There is a card that tells you what to do, and then you can cheat. It'll give you the setup on the back, but you're not supposed to look. So Parker's bored. So he sets him up, and he's like, Daddy, I'm going to karate chop this. So he chops it, and he does a perfect chop. I'm like, that was cool. He goes, Daddy, I'm going to kick it. He kicks it. The bottom doesn't even move, and the top goes flying into the box. Okay. And I went, how did you do that?
And you luckily you were filming it.
No. I said, we have to do it again. It took him 2 tries, and he got it the second time. You'll see the bottom move a little. The first time it didn't, but this is my son right now just showing his karate skills.
In slow-mo.
Slow-mo. Look at that. Hits the box, flips up in it.
Uh-huh.
And now the first one he did went in the air and landed in it, and he called his shot.
It was almost like a soccer, like a goal.
I'm like, dude, I think you're going to be good at everything. I got to get him on something. What produces the most money that I can make money off of him as a kid? I wonder. Gaming, probably. like 12, 13, 14 if they're sponsored and they're making money, but
Yeah.
I don't want him on those.
No.
So physical, I'm like, what can it's not till he's out of high school that I can profit.
What about soccer?
Maybe.
Is he into that at all? I mean, that's your sport too.
He plays it and he can do it, but I haven't put him on a side. I've only had him play indoor when he was 3, so it's time to revisit. So there's a little, I don't know, a stunt. I imagine before it's over, Parker's going to be throwing balls over the house to land in stuff, just like our sports guy today, Jack. But I love people that can pull off these physical stunts.
Yeah.
And I got him in slow-mo. So it was a good morning. You can follow me on TikTok at Southside.Steve.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Hold on a second. Hold on. Mike is way off on that one. It was supposed to start over. There he goes. Thank you for hitting the right button finally.
Dude, seriously. I mean, I know we're live without a net, but we don't have to F up. We don't.
No.
Damn it. Damn it. We'll do it live. So this is brought to you by Sliders. Smalls Sliders. Like, you're killing me, Smalls. Small sliders. Everything's orange. Everything's great. Everything's small. Everything's tasty. We're talking shakes, fries, and 3 sliders. It's a drive-through. Don't bring your family there to play. We have no slides. We're not doing that. No germ concentrated environment. We're outside if you want to sit outside, or you drive through. First one hits Windy Hill Road right there in lovely Marietta, and it hits it in less than a month. We're looking at a mid-March grand opening. Jeff and I will be there. But this morning, along with David Markwell, they sponsor Steve MZ. And forever, I need David Markwell. David Markwell is a therapist. He came on before my wife and I got married, and he did a pre-marriage kind of thing, and he talks to couples. He's like, everybody should see somebody before getting married, have those expectations, know who you are. I'm a lion, she's an ox. You just learn about each other's strengths, powers, and you actually get to negotiate a few things, because marriage gets hard after a kid. It does. Before that, it's still like dating permanently.
You're just dating, yeah.
Yeah, the kid changes it. And if you're not planning on have children, why in the hell would you get married? Do not. I'm just going to say that. That's the only reason. I'm like, all right, we're going to have kids. We'll get married. Otherwise, that Goldie Hawn thing, Kurt Russell, works out pretty good. But this is Steve MZ, titling Steve MZ. The reason MarkwellTherapy.com is sponsoring this is because I have 4 idiots I will speak of. We're calling it the Why segment of Steve MZ. Again, MarkwellTherapy.com. Ask for the Yeah Come On discount. Steve MZ. Okay, I'm just going to start with why. Why does anybody drive 10 hours from their home at 21 years of age, a good-looking kid? This is not the kid that, you can look at and go, oh, God, you're going to climb up in a clock tower one day, aren't you, you little freak? No, this is someone that looks normal. When I say looks normal, hair parted to the side, a little bit of feathering, proper glasses, looks like there's a little tint. Good-looking dude that you're like, this guy could be a business
How old?
guy. 21. 21. Parents said he went missing Saturday. The question is, why did he pick up a gas can? Why did he buy a shotgun on the way there? And why did he show up at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago?
Why?
We
And
asked-
I find it strange. He went missing, but they reported him right away.
They did.
right. So that whole thing in movies where you have to wait 24 hours that's all fake.
It must be. It must be fake, because they're like, he's been gone 10 minutes. We're officially calling him missing. I don't know at what point was he running an errand? Was he going somewhere? How did they know he was missing? But I'm guessing with the phone technology, they were tracking him, and they probably saw he was a state or 2 out, which is like, where's he going? Then he probably went dark on his phone, and that's why they called him.
And then
And the police.
I just heard that this morning. He went down to Mar-a-Lago with a gas can and a gun.
And he showed up on property. There was Secret Service there, because there is going to be Secret Service, because I think either Donald Trump was on the grounds or family members families on the ground. They're protected, along with basic security just for Mar-a-Lago. And this is the audio on it, and this is kind of what happened. If you've got that, you got the audio on that?
Yeah, he's got it.
At 1:30 this morning, the security detail detected that a individual had made his way into the inner perimeter of Mar-a-Lago. A deputy and 2 Secret Service agents on the detail went to that area to investigate. They confronted a white male that was carrying a gas can and a shotgun. He was ordered to drop those 2 pieces of equipment that he had with him, at which time he put down the gas can, raised the shotgun to a shooting position. At that point in time, the deputy and the 2 Secret Service agents fired their weapons and neutralized the threat. He is deceased at the scene.
Wow.
Well, there you go. And the parents are probably like, what just happened? I mean, you know, just like I'm joking about my son and the karate thing, you've got a son at Georgia Tech. He could have gone to Georgia or Georgia Tech. And, you know, on scholarship, which is incredible. He's a musician. He's a talented guy. But it's like you build them up and you put everything you've got into these kids. Just like right now, man, I'm coaching 2 sports. I've got 2 in Cub Scouts, and I'm going to have to be a leader because I am an Eagle Scout, so I got to get a tan shirt and do it. And then your kid pulls something like this.
Yeah.
Just something snaps.
I know. Did they have any kind of warning? Was he doing anything kind of like, you know, was he a loner? Like, we don't know. Like, was he...
We'll find out more. Right now, authorities are at his house and at the crime scene. We'll know more, I assume, throughout the day. He leads off the why. Cam Newton, dead to 9 kids with various women, says out loud in an interview, says women lose value the more children they have.
Oh, he's gonna pay for that one.
I just got to say, why, Cam? Why? Why would you say that? Why would you do that?
Why?
9 kids? With I don't know how many wives. I could look that up, but it doesn't matter. Say one had 3 and then one had 2, or maybe it's 9 different women. Either way, he's not married. He has to pay.
Mm-hmm.
There goes your money, bro. I hope you're making money off your fashion. Now another why. Shia LaBeouf.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he get drunk and get arrested for fighting, and everybody films it, and he looks horrible and says horrible things, including he's on record for telling a black officer, you know you're going to hell because you're black.
No.
Why?
Is that what he said?
Why? Why, Shia? Give him a double why on that.
Why?
First off, if I'm the black officer, I laugh that off.
Yeah.
Names, I know names now hurt people. They don't hurt me. If somebody called me a honky or white trash or whatever you want to say, you know, I'm just like, whatever, dude. You're drunk, you're an idiot, and you're going to jail. But it just shows that his mindset is in a bad place. It's
He's been getting in trouble a
a
lot
lot.
over the years. Like, it's been a while.
I'm like, dude, you acted with Harrison Ford. You had your own brand with you know, those little things that turn into cars and trucks,
Transformers, and he did the Wall Street sequel,
Yeah.
Money Never Sleeps, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that too?
he's a great actor, and he did that one where there was some kind of high tech thing that was telling him what to do, and he's in it with Diane Lane. I mean, the dude is crushed, but he's a fool. All I can say is why? Why are you such a fool and such a good actor? Bonnie Blue.
I know Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue is a girl that likes to do stunt sex. She is somebody that just makes your regular porn look like marital bliss in one position because she took on 400 guys.
Yeah, she's doing extreme. She's Australian, and so she put together this, line where it's just boom, boom, one after the other. 400.
Is she trying to break a Guinness Book World Record?
I think she was
Does
breaking.
Guinness cover the world? It's not just the United States, so Australia's in there?
I don't know if Guinness does any porn records, but somebody's keeping track, and I think, she's trying to beat the biggest gangbang record ever.
What type of endorsements do you get for that? I don't even want to know. But what I will say is she's now pregnant.
What?
She was having unprotected sex during the 400 thing.
That is true. They were all 400 unprotected, which made it even more extreme.
It's more extreme. And the thing is, if you're doing that, if I'm single and I'm weird, way weird, and I'm like, want to be one of these 400 guys, why I don't know. Number one, would be all. I definitely would not want to be 400. You're like, you almost feel guilty. But all I'm saying is that I wouldn't do it if I knew there was a chance of getting this crazy girl pregnant, because now I got to deal with her the rest of my life. The question is, does she find out who the real daddy is?
No,
It's one of 400.
This sounds like a publicity stunt. This sounds like a plan. This sounds like a
believe
fake
it.
story.
I want to why.
I don't think.
Tell me why she did it in the first place.
I don't know. Well, she's just trying to make a name for herself and by doing extreme porn. So I think this.
So you think her being pregnant is just to get more clicks?
Yeah. I think it's just she's putting it out there just to.
So you don't think she's pregnant?
To keep the story going, to keep the mythology going.
If she turns out pregnant, I do want an apology because you
absolutely, yeah.
not only claim to be the Doc of Rock, but you claim to be the know-it-all of AI or rumors.
Clickbait.
Let's just say you had sex with 400 guys, Bonnie. Why? Unprotected. Why? Lastly, Kash Patel. I don't have to say why on this. I just thought it was cool. Why was he filmed? Why would he do it? I don't know if you get backlash. To me, it's the country I want to live in. Kash Patel played hockey. This is our FBI bro.
Mm-hmm.
He played hockey. So where is he? He's in Italy. He's watching lots of stars. Snoop Dogg's getting paid. All kinds of people are at the Olympics. He goes in. They let him in the locker room because they're such an America team. I'm not saying they're a Trump team, but they love their damn country. They're not going to sit there and go,
Well, there's things that are happening that I'm not exactly, sorry, my nose ring moved, that I'm upset with.
yes, no, these are good old boys that are like, hell no, I love my country, I love hockey, and they just pulled it off on a team that was ranked better than them. But Kash Patel's in there, and they get him to just guzzle a beer.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Right. I didn't want to give you the audio. The video doesn't matter, but I just thought I would close off Steve MZ on a high note, saying, "Oh God, somebody just won a medal that loves their country." And the head of the FBI just crushed a beer with him in the locker room because he played hockey. All right, now sponsoring wherever Jeff takes us. And I think he's taking us to a good place. You've got kind of a smile on your face. We'll find out. The subject matter is tariffs. But what are we doing? I don't know. Only Jeff knows. I can tell you it's brought to you by North Atlanta Golf Carts. North Atlanta Golf Carts, 2 locations. This is where you go in the Yeah Come On deal. I'm allowed to tell you now. I think I told you last week, but I haven't put it in print. Go in there, say, yeah, come on. Ask for Craig Riddle. Like, riddle me this. Riddle. Just remember riddle. And say, I want the Yeah Come On deal. That is $500 off a used golf cart or a new golf cart. There's your Yeah Come On deal. And these guys deliver. They work on them. They adjust them. They're with you for the long haul. Craig loves what he does, and he's not going anywhere. And it brings you Polydictainment.
Polydictainment.
So Friday, the Supreme Court ruled. We didn't, you never know when they're going to rule, like when the thing's going to come down. But they finally ruled on Trump and the tariffs, saying that he overstepped. He does not have the authority to impose these tariffs.
And you see it the way I do, I assume. And again, this is the way people should talk that maybe disagree in politics without screaming or losing your effing mind. I think that he did it because he wanted to bring these countries to the table. So if you shock the system, they all have to come to him. Whoa, what are you talking about? 30%, 40, whatever it is. But it gets him in a discussion where he gets the lay of the land from the last administration. And he's like, no, you're not taking advantage of us anymore. I'll lower the tariff, but you're lowering ours. The U.S. is paying too much. That's all I thought it was.
The negotiation thing.
It's it's a way to negotiate.
That's the only good thing about it. In the meantime, a lot of businesses that do import products, particularly from China, have suffered through this with the 35% tax. But everybody's like, well, yeah, they're ripping it off. Well, you want cheap stuff at Walmart and Target. Well, that's what it costs. That's not that manufacturing for those junk. It's not coming back here.
Right.
So whether the tariffs are there or not, it's just going to make stuff more expensive, which it has. It's contributed to inflation. But anyway, they said that the Supreme Court said he doesn't have the authority to do that. Now he said on True Social, the court has also approved other tariffs, which there are many, and they can be used in a much more powerful and obnoxious way with legal certainty. Okay. Yeah. So apparently he's threatening to add them back. I don't get it. I don't know why he can or he can't. I don't know what the Supreme Court said, but he said it's not over. He's not going to just lay down. He's still going to keep fighting for the tariffs. And you're right, to keep other countries negotiating and keeping everything lower, hopefully.
Yeah, everything should be lower. Here's the thing, and I think most people would have to agree with this. Should the U.S. pay more than the country they're doing business with? And I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't really either on paper, but I mean, however we were doing it pre-Trump seemed to be working fine.
Well, the U.S. was being taken advantage of.
So you say, but you were also paying.
Yeah.
Everything was much cheaper. There was less inflation.
So I don't know. Were we taking a hit? Is this part of our $1 trillion-a-year debt? I mean, that's
that's the whole myth is he's saying, well, the other countries are paying this. We're collecting all this tariff money from other people. No, that's all coming from us. All the stuff that you've been buying, food, I mean, everything, all the way down. You're paying a little more because of the tariffs. So the American people are paying for the tariffs, not other countries.
Okay, so do you think the president should have the right to do this, or do you think he
I think he overdid it. Yes.
Okay.
I think it should have been something that is like planned and rolled out, because companies have to plan where they're going to buy stuff, how they're going to pay for it, what they're going to charge, all the things. And if you just hit overnight with a 35% tax, basically, it's going to screw up your business. And now it's still in limbo because he said they can't do it, but then he's saying that there's still going to be other tariffs that he could do. So how are you going to plan your business if you don't know what your costs are going to be?
That is scary.
That's the hard part.
Well, there you go. Spoken like a true businessman. We call it like we see it. Now we go to sports, something a little more fun. At least for America, if we cover the Olympics, as well as our backyard, we have a racetrack. It's been known as the Atlanta Motor Speedway. I personally, I've been out there for 35 years. I used to bartend in the suites before I got into radio. Then I started sleeping in the infield 2 races a year, down to 1 race, now back to 2. And we had one yesterday on sports. And he comes to us from Prize Picks. It is my brother-in-law, Jack Sugar, a man that knows numbers and knows sports, which makes him a perfect sports guy. Mondays and Fridays on the Yeah Come On show. Good morning, Jack Sugar.
Good morning. How are we?
Man, I'm doing good. I don't know if you saw it. We started it with the show because I sent Uncle Jack one. Uncle Jack likes to come over and play. So if he's going to give my kids anything, it's going to be sports related. My kid has a brand new baseball helmet because of Jack and Megan, my sister-in-law. And then the basketball goal that we've used, and now we've given it back now that he has a boy. So it's kind of like athletic toys. But Jack's that guy that when he lived off, I got to put a finger right here. Hold on. Off West Paces with father. Yes, I lived with father off West Paces. Now, we started off at Country Club of the South, which, yes, I'm aware the Backlars just moved into. But for us, that was just a beginning. And then we've moved here, here, and here. Jack's lived in some really nice country clubs. Golf came easy to him because why? He lived on golf courses. But no, Jack is no snooty. He does it all himself. He's now at Prize Picks. The guy moves up. He switches jobs. This one could be one for a career. We don't know, but we do know you're prepared on sports and you dig these little stunts. And I sent you one of Parker doing a karate kick in slow motion.
I mean, that was unbelievable, the accuracy with the foot there. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Uncle Jack is speechless. Wait till I tell Parker. He did it the first time. And I'm just watching him. And he goes, watch this, Daddy. I'm going to kick it in the box. He kicks it, and the bottom piece doesn't even move, and it goes into the box. I went, oh, my God. Well, so then I'm like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? So then I video it. So we're watching it now. So here we go. I videotape it, slow motion. He kicks it. Now, the base moves a little, and the bottom, instead of going right in the box, hits in front of it, but flips in the box. And I went, we're good. We're good.
That's the second time he did it?
Yeah, second time.
That's unbelievable.
I wasn't filming the first time. The first time was perfect, so I tried to recreate it. Even in a recreation, he did great. So incredible. So talk to me about sports. Where do you want to go? U.S. hockey, NASCAR, or something else?
Oh, I mean, you got to start with the hockey. That was unbelievable. I was doing a little bit of work yesterday, and your father-in-law, my father-in-law, was over playing with. They were in the basement. You know, we try to limit screens, but I walked in and there was 5 minutes left, 1-1, and I was like, guys, there's history on the television right now. And I flipped it on, and we all sat the last 5 minutes and then overtime, and it was goosebumps. I mean, my wife, who, she tolerates sports, but we've never watched hockey in this house. She was glued to it, and that was, 1980. It's just unbelievable. 46 years, and the saves that Conn made in the early third period there. Jack Hughes getting his teeth knocked out on the ice.
Oh no!
Coming back, it doesn't even flinch, and stays in the game, comes in and scores a goal to secure a gold medal. I mean, that was just. There's going to be documentaries, movies. I mean, it just goosebumps, and then the pride they had for the country afterwards. You just love to see it. It was amazing.
That's what I said at show open. I love the pride for the country. I love the I Love America, and I like Kash Patel in there. When you got the head of the FBI guzzling a beer in your locker room, that's always cool. That is my kind of America. Plus, the dude played hockey. Here's what Jack just spoke of. Let's hear it again, Jack, in real time.
Up behind the net, and it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes pokes it around McCarr. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States.
I mean, if every hair is not standing up on your body watching that.
I know, and I hate to say it, and this is where you feel old, because I remember my dad made reference to things. I'm like, damn, you were alive then? But yeah, I saw the 1980 live. I mean, we were glued to the TV. We saw it hours later, but we knew that, but we didn't know who had won. Even though it was hours later and we knew it, nobody knew who had won because the newspaper wasn't reporting. Local news wasn't going to spoil it. It was awesome. And the guys joked that now there's a new team to talk about, but what a win. I'm with you. It just made me feel good.
You'll remember where you were when you saw it. Kind of one of those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. And just them going crashing into the boards, throwing all their gloves and sticks and helmets. I mean, that was just pure cinema, as the Gen Z would say.
Cinema. It's cinema. Also, we had a really cool deal, and you got to say deal when you talk about NASCAR. I think I've taken most people into NASCAR. I know I've taken our in-laws and gave them the experience. My brothers, you need some NASCAR in your life.
I do.
I
watched the end of the race yesterday. My son Dean loves watching these cars go around the tracks, and he loves a crash, obviously.
Right.
Which there was one at the end of the race that, the end of NASCAR races, it's amazing, right? You race for 3-4 hours driving around, and there's 4 laps left. Bubba Wallace and Hocevar are duking it out. It's going to be one, and then there's the crash, and then it's the reset, and everything comes to a halt, and it's all about the restart. And then there's another crash on the restart.
Yep.
And so then you got to re-rack it and do it again. And it was just, the drama was just building and building. And once again, Michael Jordan's guys. He's got Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick. Was winning like the whole last third of that race. And I thought he was going to finish the drill. But then Reddick, who hadn't even been talked about, came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Once again, we talked about it last Monday. I feel like I'm having deja vu here. All Michael Jordan does is win.
That's it. The guy can't help but win. And I just realized it. He's in the pits now, Jeff, and we get those hot passes.
You'd be right there with Michael, right?
Yeah. And speaking of Michael, Jack's brother Michael loves NASCAR. I took him in last year, and I know that your father wants to do it too, Jack. I just didn't do the winter race due to the radio hiccup and a lot going on. But next race, we will be down there again. We will do a bus, and I promised your father I would bring him in. Just all the nice things he's done for me, so it's a little payback. So when we go up to the concession, I'll be getting your dad's drinks just the way he's done for me, at various locations like Vegas and like South Carolina, and everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the $50 Jack and Cokes on the rooftop of the Omni in Vegas.
That was Jack's.
Just paying back for one drink.
Unbelievable. That was Jack's bachelor party. We're up there, and he hands me those two. I said, they're both mine. He goes, yeah. I go, any change? And he goes, no. They're $50. I said, what? So I'm like, I'm done for the night. I'll be drinking these. But anything else sparking you as we let you go here? Anything else? I mean, obviously the Olympics, NASCAR here in our backyard. We wanted to cover it. It's not quite time yet to do Braves talk, and of course basketball and hockey, whatever. In the NHL.
For me, it's golf. Jacob Bridgman held off Rory McIlroy in the Genesis Open at Tigers tournament yesterday.
Nice.
So first career PGA Tour win. It was cool to see him finish it down the stretch. But yeah, no, we're heading into a lull of the sports period here, so we'll be scrounging up stories. But the NFL draft coming up, NFL Combine coming up, so. No, not much, but I'm sad the Olympics is over. It's always fun to see those kind of, only every 4 years sports.
Yeah, I know.
And it was,
it's back here in 2028. We got it in LA Summer Olympics.
yes. So there you go. Something to look forward to in 2 years.
I hope they pick up the poop on the street.
That's in New York.
Sorry. Okay, that's sports with Jack Sugar. Can I get a yeah, come on?
Yeah, come on, it's Jack Sugar with Yeah, Come On Sports.
Boom. My boy. Yeah, come on. Sports. And now it's time to close it out with what we love the most, and we cannot do it because you're not allowed to play somebody else's song. But what we do is we tell you the song, give you the reason we're playing the song, and then we hope you click it. I have every time I watch the Yeah, Come On show, I always click that song. It's the closure.
Yeah, it's the closure. Yeah, you can always put whatever song we're talking about, we put in the description of the video. And we've been doing a run of songs that's going to be leading up to this Friday's show at Truth Live in Fayetteville because Hairball is playing, and they're like an 80s rock metal tribute. And so they do, of course, Motley Crue, Van Halen, Journey, Kiss.
They do Kiss. So in honor of Hairball, which we will have I've been told we will have Happy either Wednesday or Thursday. Tomorrow we have Patrick Stone, and we're talking to members of this band, this incredible 80s genre band that we've never seen. Trilliff Live's got it. That is on the south side in Fayetteville. I will be there this Friday night, and I understand because I was like, I'll do the stage announcements. I'll mention the river. Now Axel's like, all right, I'm going to be there. So now Axel with the river will be down there. We obviously worked together our last year at Rock 100.5. It was Axel and Southside. I'm like, dude, I'm the morning guy. Why does my name go in last? I don't really care, but other people in radio do care about that kind of stuff. And he's like, well, it's A and S.
Alphabetical.
I'm like,
default to alphabetical.
And I guess, well, what happened with Southside and Rhodes?
Mm-hmm.
Good question. And Rhodes brought us in and out of break.
Mm-hmm.
I was just still like
The color.
So, there are exceptions, but this show this Friday, we'll be talking about it all week. We'll give you some interviews, but I'm telling you, man, the drive, for most people, it's an hour. If you're up where I'm at, and I'm almost in Cherokee, it's an hour and a half, hour and 40. It's worth the ride. And if you get down there, get a hotel room. That's what Jeff does. It'll be his second time at Trilliff Live. You were on stage, and you introduced Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Yeah, that was at the Ville. So that's not as new. The Trilliff Live is a new thing.
So you did it at the Ville, and then you drove over to Trilliff?
Yeah, then I Uber. Yeah, because it was close. The Ville was very close to it.
So you stayed at Trilliff.
Yes.
Well, that was before the venue was finished anyway.
Correct, yeah.
I actually did the first show there with Bad Company, and now
38 Special.
Dude, God, I get those two mixed up because they sound alike.
That's legit.
Oh, man. I was there, man. Yeah. I was there on a perfect show.
All right, so we will end it on Kiss, and you picked from 1987's Crazy Nights.
I did.
When they're 80s, this is with Bruce Kulick on guitar.
It's just a different sound, and I like it. It's. Would you say it's not Kiss? I'm not saying Kiss is basic, and it's more about the show and the marketing and the look, but some of their songs are a little basic. Am I wrong?
I guess you could say that. This is "Crazy Nights" was the big song from this album, 1987. But you wanted to go something a little bit deeper.
Yeah,
you're choosing "Turn on the Night,"
and I love this. I thought it was a well written song, and guess what? I had never heard it.
All right, it's a deep cut from 1987's "Crazy Nights" by Kiss. "Turn on the Night," wrapping up the Yeah Come On show.